Hi everyone and welcome to SentUAMessage, the weekly show where we answer your Xbox 360 questions like deadly ninjas.
How exactly like deadly ninjas?
You know, like if ninjas answered questions about Xbox and sat on a couch.
Do they do that?
They've been known to, and if they did, they'd probably do it like this.
I'll take your word for it. On to the questions. Lazy Lenny has, like a lot of Modern Warfare 2 players, fallen foul of the evil care package glitch and wants to know what we're going to do about it.
Well, I did try to fix it with a screwdriver and my knowledge of hacking gleaned from the 1992 movie Sneakers, but now the disc won't work and our Xbox has started belching fire, sorry.
Meanwhile, I took the slightly more productive measure of following Infinity Ward's Robert Bowling on Twitter, who confirmed that a patch is currently going through the final certification process required for release. This should finally put paid to this nefarious practice of spawning infinite care packages for good, and shame on you if you exploited it in the first place.
Yes, shame on you. Okay, next up, Major Plums asks, hi gang, any news on Doom 2 coming to XBLA this year?
Well, there is and there isn't. The good news is that Doom 2 is definitely on its way to Xbox Live Arcade.
And not just any Doom 2, this is a souped-up, HD made-over Doom 2 with a brand new episode created especially for Xbox Live Arcade called No Rest for the Living. And fans of the best gun ever in an FPS should be glad as the double-barreled shotgun is back.
However, the one thing we can't find firm info on is the release date. As far as we can tell, the game is done, so hopefully there won't be too long till you can get your hands on it. More info as and when we see it, Space Marines.
Now, we've had a lot of you asking when is Splinter Cell Conviction out, which is fair enough after it was unfortunately put back, but there is now a firm release date of the 16th of April. And that ties in rather neatly with our next question, which is...
Is there going to be a Graw 3? And if so, when? Lewis Leak.
Yes, there is.
That's very professional.
Thanks, yeah. There is a link though, it's just after this introductory bit.
Okay, well, yes, Ghost Recon Future Soldier is its name, and it was announced this week that it's currently under development by Ubisoft's Paris studio with a scheduled release date of this holiday season.
The same team is working on it as was behind the last two Graw games, so we can hopefully expect more of the same in terms of rad technology and cutting-edge weaponry and tactical shooterness, which made the other Graw games so successful.
Naturally enough, the game will feature a huge story-driven single-player mode, but if it's multiplayer you're after, then you're in for a treat as well.
Yep, you'll be able to get access to Future Soldier's multiplayer mode before anyone else with a multiplayer beta, which is launching this summer. However, access to the beta is exclusive to those who purchase Splinter Cell Conviction. As if you need any more reasons to buy Splinter Cell Conviction. What happens to people who don't buy Splinter Cell, Michael?
We basically just hit you. We don't talk.
Yeah, you tell him, Mike.
DJ Bandit 14505 asks if there's some way he can report spammers on Xbox Live who keep asking for cash or MS points to mod or boost his game on Modern Warfare 2. We do get this question a lot if there's a specific way to report certain types of Xbox Live offences, but regardless of the offence, your best bet is to stick with the Xbox reporting system. File a complaint, file it under tampering, and it will be seen by our policy and enforcement team.
Then they will release the pack of Mecha Panther enforcers that streak through the night like a crazy...
The Mech Panther enforcement team project was cancelled. Bill Gates said the money was better used for humanitarian purposes.
Oh man, are you serious? Oh well, they'll still get in trouble. I can't believe that. I had all those mugs made up.
Yeah, they're very nice mugs. Right, a lot of you are after information on the upcoming sequel to Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. We've not seen it yet, but a man who has is Mike Chanel from official Xbox 360 magazine, so it's over to Mike for an update.
So the story for Fallout New Vegas is entirely new. You play a different character. You're playing a mysterious courier who is shot in the head twice and dumped in a shallow grave in the desert right at the beginning of the game. So you wake up with very little memory of what's happened, and your essential quest is to find out who shot you in the head, what the package was that you were carrying that was so important, and how that fits into a bigger sort of conspiracy between the various factions in the Mojave Wasteland. There are a few tweaks under the hood, including a faction system where your reputation with different factions is tracked across the game, and how you behave with them will affect your relationship with them and other factions. Melee weapons now have a special skill, so you, through a golf club, say you'll be cracking them with a full-on golf swing rather than just gently prodding them with the head. The game's going to be coming out this year. They haven't nailed an absolute release date on it, but yeah, they promised we'll have it by Christmas.
Right, next up, Stevie Eels asks, he's just wondering, for people who don't have access to Xbox Live, how you can go about downloading the update some other way. He's tried using his hard drive, which has the update, but he hasn't had any success.
Yeah, if you or your friends are wanting to get Xbox Live updates but don't have a connected console, then there are a few different ways of getting the system updates onto your 360. The updates are available on the Xbox.com website. One easy method is to download the update to your PC, then stick it on a USB flash drive, which you can then access from your console.
You can also copy the update to a disk and then use the disk on your console and get the update that way.
Also, many recent games come with the dashboard updates actually on the disk, so make sure to check if you've got a recent game that it's not already on there.
The latest dashboard updates are always available to download from bit.ly/dashboard updates, along with step-by-step instructions for downloading and installing for those without internet access. Have fun!
Rumble Ryan says, how do you get your Xbox 360 to go into power save mode?
Well, there are a few ways to reduce the amount of power your 360 uses. First up, if you're the forgetful type, is the auto shutdown.
Hit the guide button, scroll right to settings, then hit system settings. Then hit console settings, scroll down to near the bottom, and you'll see the shutdown option. Here you can enable the auto off function on your Xbox, which makes it automatically shut off after 6 hours of inactivity.
Of course, you probably shouldn't be leaving your Xbox 360 on for 6 hours at a stretch anyway, but if it's something you're prone to doing, then the auto off function is something you should definitely think about turning on.
It's also worth noting that even when your 360 is off, it's actually in a standby mode that maintains a network connection and keeps looking for a nearby controller to activate it. This standby mode continually eats 2.5 watts of power, so if you want to save more energy, make sure the console is off or unplugged at the wall when you're not using it. Ubisoft Ninja claims to speak for the people, demanding an update on the jazzed up version of Rare's classic Perfect Dark that was announced a while back.
While we don't usually give in to such demands, Ubisoft did phrase it like a pirate, so we'll let him off on this occasion, especially because we have good news.
At the recent X10 event in San Francisco, it was announced that House Party, a special live arcade event along the lines of last year's Days of Arcade and Summer of Arcade, will be hitting Xbox Live in March.
Kicking off with tower defense meets battlefield action of toy soldiers, House Party will also herald the arrival of Action Racer Scrap Metal, the recently revealed interactive retro arcade game room, and a groundbreaking paradigm-shifting game called The Fantabulous Adventurations of Super Galo.
Didn't you hear?
What?
That game doesn't exist. Apparently some guy stumbled on the House Party schedule and just changed it, the idiot.
Did he?
I mean, you'd have to be some sort of egomaniacal moron to...
Oh wait, by some coincidence I've just remembered the actual schedule, and apparently it's some game called Perfect Dark. That's the one everyone's after, right?
That's the one. I mean, while we're sworn to secrecy on the exact date, console yourself with the knowledge that arcade game release every Wednesday and that every House Party title is due for a launch in March.
In unrelated news, if any developers are watching, I do have an amazing idea for a groundbreaking paradigm-shifting game that I guarantee will make you a fortune.
And that's it for this week's Answer-a-thon. Remember, without your questions, we don't have a show. Just one question is enough to keep a SentUAMessage presenter in material for up to 5 minutes, so please give whatever you can. You can send your questions to the SentUAMessage gamer tag, email them to sentuamessage@hotmail.com, tweet us at SentUAMessage, write on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/SentUAMessage, or teach your dog to bark the question, then put a video of it on YouTube. We'll definitely see it. We love that stuff. See you next time, guys. Bye.